Dear Westerns, please be reminded that the CCP is hoarding food and war supplies. I believe you know better than I do. The CCP is hoarding not only food and war supplies, but also a large amount of foreign exchange reserves as well as strategic materials for war in the nearby countries, such as Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand and Southeast Asia. It is also deploying strategic weapons in some sensitive areas, especially the long-range and medium-range missile systems. The CCP is now ready. Its Navy, at a ratio of 1 to 1,000 to the U.S., is preparing for a suicidal war with the U.S. and Japanese forces. It is also ready for a war against all international satellites in the sky. Another thing that I want to warn the Western colleagues is that the CCP has not only biological weapons, but also advanced chemical weapons. When ordinary people talk about biological weapons, they think that biological weapons are very difficult to control or release. The coronavirus has taught people around the world that biological weapons are very easy to spread and manufacture. They are extremely dangerous. As for chemical weapons, many people think that only missiles or carriers can deliver them to the so-called targeted area. This is wrong. The CCP already has silent, colorless, and easy-to-release chemical weapons. And most of these biological and chemical weapons come from American technologies. This is a dangerous threat to the whole world. At all the water sources, power facilities, and important natural wind outlet control areas of these G7 countries in the West, the CCP has arranged and planned means for chemical attacks. So when the world wants to investigate the truth of the CCP's virus, COVID-19, the CCP will threaten to use chemical weapons and another biological weapon, as well as the safety of citizens of various countries in China. I hope that the governments of various countries will pay high attention of this. This is what MilesLive has to tell all the so-called peers in the West and the righteous people who support the new federal state of China and the whistleblower movement. All the intelligence is from inside China. I hope none of these happen, but our hopes always get the opposite results from the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party never considers the security of human beings or the value of humanity. They never believe that peace and kindness have any value for them. They only believe in violence, force, and deception.